Hi guys, welcome to the first edition or the first video of Positive Motivations. I'm glad you could join me now in the moment. What I want to talk about is positive motivations. We are literally bombarded and surrounded by negative energy all the time. So what we need to do is we need to use the inner strength of our spirit to counteract that. And it starts with our thinking. It really does. Because what we think about, we become. Just remember that. What we think about, we become. I'm going to say that one more time. What we think about, we become. Okay, so most of us, probably the majority, I would say like 95 to 99%, have constant negative self-talk coming to us in our mind. Oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Okay, stop that by saying, I appreciate what you are saying to keep me safe and secure. But remember, security resides within the spirit. The spirit does not need anything. Does not need to eat, does not need to know, does not need to feel. It has all of that. It has all of that already. So remember that, folks. It has all of that already. So what I want to say is to have positive motivation. It's very important to focus on one thing at a time, okay? And so what you're doing is you are blocking out everything else that's trying to vie for your attention, right? Whether it's negative energy, a negative circumstance, this and that, okay? You don't give a shit about that. What you give a shit about is you should focus all your attention on that positive aspect in the day, in the moment, what you want to accomplish. Okay? So it doesn't matter what people think about you. It's none of your freaking business. Okay? None of your freaking business what people think of you. What's really important is what you think. Okay? What you think. Now, you will get to the point when you are able to silence that negative voice, the negative self-talk. You will be strong. You will have that inner strength to silence it, right? So it's like it's the primal, basic survival response of the brain. So your mind will counteract your brain. Your brain is telling you, well, I am not safe. I am not. Stop, think, and say, I am. Okay, these are two of the most powerful words in the human language. Okay? It's really important to understand that. And another thing is, if you can't focus on one goal, and just list it or write it down in detail, your goal that you want, and to be able to, find your be in that mode or in that moment where you are satisfied and happy. If you can't do that, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you find a mentor that will help you to be that person that you want to be in order to make that goal a reality? Okay, so what I'm saying is find somebody that has already done it and emulate them. Emulate them. You know, start doing the things that they are doing or what they have done, and maybe even pick their brain. You know, they will give you a big piece of their mind, and it'll be positive. It may be out of your comfort zone. You'll find that these people were very focused and they worked hard and they didn't get distracted. Okay? So this is the key. And another thing is you cannot focus on so many things at one time. You have to be able to only focus on one thing. So now, what I would ask you to do, here's an exercise. I want you to close your eyes for 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You don't have to do that right now. You do that in your safe and quiet place. I mean, your quiet place, calm place, where you're not distracted. And then you, what you do is you start visualizing what type of things you are doing. What do you look like? What kind of clothes are you wearing? What is your environment? What are your relationships? What are the things that you have? The material things? The things, I mean, how are you so happy? How are you so fine in that moment? So it's very important to focus on that. Focus on that and hold that thought. So what I want you to do is take 5 minutes to do that. 5 minutes, right? And focus on the one thing that you will remember. Okay? Because it's a proven fact in science, if you've done any research, the brain can hold 9 things in the brain. Just 9 things. Can you imagine? Like, we have millions of bits of information and things coming at us every minute, right? But we can only hold 9 things. Now, how many things do you think you can get focused on in that time in that minute that you have 9 things that you have on your brain? Okay. So the 10th thing will get forgotten, right? Let's just say that it's impossible to focus on 2 things at the same time. Something is going to get forgotten, right? So the important thing is to remember that if you want something like a goal to start happening, you need to focus on that goal. Every day, you need to study on that goal every day, right? You need to study on it every day. At least take 1 hour of your day to meditate and focus on that goal that you want. Like, say, in the next 30 days. You know, it could be, maybe you can't, for whatever reason, you can't really focus on, you can't list it. or write it down in the title on a piece of paper, because you have so much stress or whatever. Like it might be like you have a lot of negative self-talk. So why don't you just describe it? Describe the goal. I mean, describe everything, like I said, in the 5 minutes, that what you've been focusing on and visualizing yourself and what you look like and what you're doing and who you with and all the things that you have, okay? So focus on that, and your goal will soon become apparent of what you want, right? Yeah, let's take, for example, Jim Carrey. He must have really focused on what he wanted. He had a lot of obstacles to overcome, being bipolar and everything. But you know what? He said that he is going to have a $10 million check, right? He's going to cash a $10 million check. So that is really, really specific and pointed, isn't it? So, something like that, it can be one sentence. Can you write it down in one sentence? Maybe you can't right now. So what you need to do is you need to describe everything about that. Okay? Now, before I go, I want to mention that I have written an ebook in 2020, when everything changed in the world, this pandemic started, and and that's another thing I got to work on, get rid of those and does, but yeah, it's important to realize that a picture does tell 1,000 words. So it's really important that we focus on the image of that goal. Okay? So, and I've written an ebook that can assist you and help you to do that. It's called a mind map. So, my ebook is entitled How to Mind Map All Your Goals to Super Success. You see, when you have a vision, your vision becomes more real when you start to, you start to use your senses towards that goal or that vision of that goal that you have. And it's like a roadmap, a mind map. You're mapping yourself to that goal. Your mind is helping your brain to organize all the information and the things that you need to do, the actions that you're going to have to take to make that happen. Okay? So, before I go to, if you don't know already, maybe you do, but I am a big indie author. I've written 8 books. I have a book called Levels of Evil. #Levels of Evil. Check it out, folks, online. Google is writing more and more about it every day. There's more being done, I guess, because there's more content there. But now, in the months of February and March, at least, if you purchase the book, you'll get this How to Mind Map All Your Goals to Super Success. Absolutely free, as a way of me saying thank you for buying the book and becoming a reader, customer, and of mine of the S.A.G.A brand, right? Super awesome graphic arts, new media. So that's my way of saying thank you. Also, I am putting this to the fore. I'm shooting for 1 million subs on my YouTube channel here. And so if you sub and share the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel here, I'll personally make sure that you get a copy of that How to Mind Map All Your Goals to Super Success. Absolutely free. again, for being grateful for you to join my YouTube channel and my tribe of people that that share my vision, right? Like one person at a time, one step at a time, right? So thanks so much for joining me this morning, and have an absolutely super awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.